Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone, and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I want to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about my favorite word, sanahama. It's with your 2 feet planted on the floor, no matter what happens. That your feet they don't move, you don't budge. You are totally the same. Sanahama is spiritual work that requires diligence, commitment, honesty, responsibility. Sanahana requires working with our own minds, our own hearts, our thoughts, feeling, relationship, emotions, physical self, all of the stuff of daily life could be. As he put it, grits for the meal of awakening. We have to find our true natures. This meant giving up all of the ways in which we defined ourselves, which also narrowed over visions. You narrowed over visions. You are not who you think you are. You attract who you are being. I absolutely love this. I live by this. It happened in my own life. I would have never attracted my husband that I'm married to now, my amazing macaroo poo. If I didn't do the work, there's just no way compared to my first husband and my second husband, night and day, night and day. But don't get me wrong, there's some similarities, but I just took myself to levels I never thought I could go. And by being in this relationship and having married a man that's not insecure, that's open for feedback, constructive criticism like I am, we're both learning and growing together. And actually, we were really tested this year. We're always tested. But this year, mostly, we were really tested. I really did not know whether he was going to stay or whether he was going to leave after we worked through some crises. Then I always leave the door open. Always. I never, ever, ever, ever want anybody to feel like they're stuck with me, trapped with me. I want everybody to feel free. That feeling of being in prison is horrible. Being locked in with somebody and eating their shit. Well, you can have that. So my husband and I both have the same feelings around that, and we're together because we want to be together. We built this beautiful life together, and Sanahama, it was through work, through diligence, and it doesn't stop every day, every day. That's why I'm doing this daily podcast. That's why I love it so much, and how my children are growing, my kids are growing, and there's something about being consistent about being your word. Like if you get together with somebody once a week, once a month, go to regular meetings, even if it's once or twice a month, but you go even if you don't want to go. If you go to church, you go even if you don't want to go. It's amazing those times you get so much out of it. This is the beauty of practice and discipline. It saves my life. It really helps me get through my morning practice, making my bed, wiping down my floors, keeping my home beautiful, and it calms me. It calms me. My rituals, my working out, keeping my food clean. Having boundaries around food because I come from food addiction. We have to have boundaries around our addictions. We have to have boundaries around things that control us. Even if they don't control us anymore, you still have to have boundaries around them because they can snip and knock you in the ass. And before you know it, you're back in the bag again and you're starting all over. Don't ever underestimate the power of addiction. It's there ready to kick you in the ass every single time you think you got it going on. It always wins. That's how I lost my first relationship. When my ex-husband relapsed, I was never competing with that. I knew the lies were coming. I knew he was going to sneak behind my back. I walked as quickly as the minute I saw it, I walked. I made that promise to myself. I had too much respect and love for myself to ever live that life ever again. And I left him with love. I left him with gratitude. I left him with knowing I did everything I could do. And I remember he said to me, if you leave, I'll kill myself. And I said, gee, can I live with myself? Yeah, I can. He never did that. See, that's what addicts and addiction does. They manipulate, they control, they play head games, they play head fucks. And if you want to buy them and fall for them because they're buying one more day, because they have no purpose, they have no direction. Their whole purpose in a direction is their addiction, is their gambling, is their sex, is their food, whatever it may be. That's why I read off the list, because most of us are cross addicted. And remember, balance, not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, if you have an attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. We need those breakdowns to have those breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by Louise L. Hay. Addiction. You're running from yourself, not knowing how to love yourself. Loving treatment. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow the love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my conscious, my very being. It radiates from me in all directions and returns to be multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of my love makes me feel good. It's an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take lovingly care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love, so all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that what I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past and past experiences. I am free. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good, knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore. So it is. Trust the process. No more questioning. All I need is taken care of. Louise L. Hay. Okay. I'm reading from The Untethered Soul, Michael Singer. He's helped me. Truly, I am mastering my emotions. I'm having lots of non-emotional days, and I'm loving it. That means nobody can get in my way. I'm not infected by it. Consciousness is always drawn to the most distracting object, the bump toe, the loud noise, or the hurting heart. It's the same law, both inside and out. The conscious goes to the place that distracts it the most. That's what we mean when we say it was so loud it caught my attention. It drew your conscious to it. When a blockage gets hit, The same attraction takes place, and the conscious gets pulled to the source of discomfort. The next time your attention is drawn to an inner disturbance, observe this discomfort. What types of thoughts are created? What happens to your energy? Now shift back into the seat awareness and observe what is going on outside of you instead of inside. What can you focus on outside so that you aren't so fixated on your inner disturbance? From your seat of awareness, you have the choice to focus on whatever objects you choose, outside or inside. Next time you get disturbed inside, experiment with this. Okay, all right. It's funny. I had something happen to me yesterday with a tenant, and I'm being tested every day. I'm always being challenged, and I love it. And I really look at my part in where I went wrong. And yesterday was one where we just had so much to do in the morning, and my husband was questioning some of the stuff that he needed to write checks for, and I just said, just write them. I have to da 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 da, and we were just going. One thing led to another, and so I had a tenant, and she started with, sometimes I have a hard time. I got to be more sensitive. It's one of my character defects, and I retorted in a way. I was just judging her for being so sensitive, and that's who she is. And I had no right judging her. I was wrong. I had no right judging her, and it was about a turnover, and she was kind of giving me a hard time, like making things impossible to do this turnover. And we all work together as a team with my tenants. So I called her and I apologized, and I said, "Look, let's break this down. I'm going to let you know this is what I'm doing. I would never do anything to hurt your cats. I would never do anything to hurt anybody." And we were able to talk it out, and I was able to catch my bullshit, like my ignorance, my not caring, like in a minute, because of my head was all over the place with getting everything done, and I became insensitive to her. It wasn't like I wasn't sensitive to her. I became insensitive to her and her needs. And our tenants are our priority. We are nothing without our tenants. We are nothing without our people. We are nothing without our workers. And I know this. And every once in a while, I have a slip here and there. And it always is when I'm caught off guard, I'm overwhelmed, and people text me. I hate texting these long texts. So I called her on the phone, and I read things differently when I'm upset. And I read the text differently when I was upset. And I told her, I have a little bit of dyslexia, and I read things for now on. Pick up the phone and talk to me. We were able to resolve everything. We were laughing. We were sharing stories. I took a bad situation and made it into a good one by stopping and looking at what was disturbing me and cleaning it up ASAP. That's the key. Do not let it linger. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually, it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. 2 heads are always better than one. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, and keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and my books. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share it with everybody that you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow. In 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. There's order into receiving all this information. Please share it with 10 other people. Have them share it with 10 other people. The more people we help win, the more we win. And remember, I want you to have an uncommon day today. And thank you for listening.